Good morning, students. Welcome to the English class. Today's date is 24th June 2020. So we have completed our syllabus for the PT1 exam, right? Today we are going to do the picture comprehension, which I gave you in the last two classes back. So we are going to discuss those questions of the picture comprehension, and then we will move on to the revision of our English workbook, where I will be discussing the important parts of the module. Okay, so let's begin our class. So the first picture, this I have already given to you. So just let us discuss the questions and the answers. Okay, the first picture is the picture number 1. Look at the picture below and answer the following questions. So it is as you can see, there are books, shelves, and a window and a curtain, and the children are reading inside that room, right? So where do we keep our books? Where do we find lots and lots of books? In a library, right? So let us discuss the questions. So number 1, the children are in a park, library, playroom, or kitchen. Not park, of course. So library, playroom, and kitchen. So it doesn't seem like a playroom, so it will be library. So the correct answer is B, library. Question number 2. The window has dash curtains. Blue, green, red, and purple. So here it is a black and white, but the original color is, it's D, purple. Then question number 3. There are 5 dash in the picture. Child, children, child's, or children's. Do we say child? Child means one child. Children means together when there is more than one. And child's, we doesn't write it as child's or children's. The child's, number C and D are incorrect. So it will be number B, children. Clear? The correct answer is number B, children. Then let's come to question number 4, which is the child wearing a green t-shirt is using a blue dash. So what is he using? A, computer, B, book, C, notebook, and D, pen. So the correct answer is A, computer. Next is question number 5. The child wearing headphones is sitting on the dash side. Number A, right. Number B, left. Number C, top. And number D, back. And the correct answer is A, right. Now let's move towards the picture number 2. So here you can see a building, lots of buildings, along with a car where there are lots of family members, or you can say a lot of people in a car, right? Now this is a family. So question number 1 says the family is in a dash car. So what is the color of the car? A, blue, B, green, C, red, D, yellow. So the color of the car is blue. So the answer will be A. Next, question number 2. What time of the day is it? A, night, B, morning, C, sunrise, D, winter. As you can see, there are stars and it's dark. So it is, the correct answer is A, night. Then we have question number 3, which is the father is driving the car. Dash is sitting on the left. So who is sitting on the left? A, she, B, they, C, he, or D, it. So there is a boy sitting beside, on the left. So it will be he. So the correct answer will be C, he. Number 4, we can see 4 trees, lamppost, cars, or flags. So there are 4 lampposts. So the answer will be number B, lamppost. Number 5, we can see 6 trees, huts, roads, or buildings. So the answer is buildings. Number D, buildings. So here we have completed our discussion on the picture comprehension. Now let's move on to the revision of English workbook. So open your workbook and let us revisit whatever we have discussed in our last class, or from the first class, whatever module we have discussed. We are going to recap or discuss only the main points. Clear? Okay, now let's come to the naming words from module 1. So what are naming words? Naming words are called nouns, right? So what are nouns? Nouns are the names given to people, places, animals and things around us, right? So everybody has a name. Everybody has got their own name. Every animal has their own name, right? Every building has name. Every street has name. So each and everything has got a name, and these things are called nouns. So noun has been divided into two, right? So first is the common noun and the second is the proper noun. The common noun is also known as common naming because because it is common, we give names which is common to everyone. Suppose for example girl. If I say girl, girl means all the girl, okay? If I say city, that means all the cities that are present in the world, the whole planet, okay? Then if I say dog, then all the dogs of the world I am talking about. Clear? Then cup, month, day, okay? So there are 12 months. I'm not pointing or specifying that this is the particular month I am telling, right? No. So I am telling only month. Therefore, it can be any month. From January to December, it can be any month, okay? That's why the common nouns are the common names given to people, places, animals or things in general. And the most important thing is common nouns do not begin with a capital letter. We always start with a small letter. Clear? Now then we have the proper nouns, which is also called special naming. Now this is given to a particular person, place, animal or thing. Suppose if I say a girl, girl means the whole gender, right? The girl. But if I particularize or if I point out that Sumitra, so Sumitra is particularly that girl. Therefore, she is a proper noun. If I say city, it can be any city. But if I say Guwahati or if I say Mumbai, then I am pointing out which city, right? So in that case, it is a proper noun. So if you see the chart here, so proper noun actually they have a name, and common noun they do not have a name. Like if you see the common noun, they on the right side, for example, car. If I say car, it can be Audi, it can be Maruti, Hyundai or Chevrolet, anything it can be, right? But if I say Audi, then it will be a proper noun because I am pointing out that it is particularly I am talking about Audi. When I am particularly talking about Audi, then it is a proper noun. But if I am saying it is a car, then it is a common noun because car can be any car, right? Then country. If I say country, it can be any country. India, China, Africa, England, any country, okay? But if I say no, my country is India, then I am pointing out that my country is India. So therefore, it will be a proper noun. So therefore, here if you can see on the screen, England is there under the proper noun. Why? Because England we have particularized, therefore it is a proper noun. In the same way, if I say singer, there are lots of singers in this world, right? There's Sonu Nigam, we have Papon, Zubin, Justin Bieber, then we have Lady Gaga, we have lots and lots of singers. But here, if you see under the proper noun, we have mentioned only Justin. Therefore, we are talking particularly about Justin. That's why it is a proper noun. Then, drink. Drink can be anything. It can be water, it can be juice, it can be orange juice, coconut juice, or it can be shake, anything. Okay, but here it has been particularized as Pepsi. So, I will be drinking Pepsi. So, I want only Pepsi, not any other drink. So this is the difference between proper noun and common noun. Now let's move towards the male nouns and female nouns, which are also called, male nouns are also called masculine gender nouns, and female nouns are also called feminine gender nouns. So we already know that male means boys, man or male animals, and female means girls, women or female animals. For example, if brother is the male, then sister is the female. If uncle is the male, aunt is the female. If policeman is the male, then policewoman is the female. King is the male, then queen is the female. lion is the male, then lioness is the female. So this is how we differentiate. Next we come to the sentence. So sentence has two parts, naming part and action part. So naming parts tells us who or what the sentence is about, and action part tells us what the naming part does. So naming part has the name. So who is performing the action? So that is the naming part. And action part tells us obviously what kind of action it is, the naming part is doing, whether sitting, running, dancing, whatever it is doing. Okay, now here is an example I have given on this slide. So you can see on the screen, Judy and her dog run on the beach every day. Now Judy and her dog. Here the naming part is the Judy, and along with the Judy, her dog is also there, right? So Judy and her dog run on the beach every day. So which is the naming part? Judy and the dog, right? And what they are doing? They are running on the beach. They run on the beach every day. Therefore, Judy and her dog is the naming part and action is the run. They run on the beach every day. Next, we will be discussing the module 2. So in module 2, the first thing that we are going to discuss is the acronym means. So through means we will come to know that where and when to put the capital letters. So M for the months and names of days. So whenever there are months and names of days, so we are going to start the first letter with capital letter, like August and Thursday. Then with the I, the word I, whenever we used to write I am going to the market, or Rahim could not finish his ice cream, so I ate the rest of it. So here everywhere, even if it is in the middle also, we write the I as the capital. Then we have got the N. N is for special names. You can say the proper nouns, okay? The Maharashtra, Anu, Pune, Soni, Jaipur. So we are particularly pointing out, right? Therefore, these words will be written with capital letters. Then T stands for the titles of books and movies. Whenever we write the title of a book or a movie name, we always start with the capital letter. Then S stands for start of sentences. Whenever we start a sentence, the first letter is always capital. So this is MINTS, and you must remember the acronym means. Clear? Now let's move towards the punctuation marks. Now what are punctuation marks? Punctuation marks actually helps us to understand the sentence in a better way. If we continuously speak without any full stop or question mark, then how we are going to know whether he is asking a question or it is just simply a statement, right? Therefore, this punctuation marks actually helps us what the person is saying or what the sentence is saying. Now let's start with a full stop. So full stop is used at the end of a statement. For example, dogs are cute, full stop, I like them, full stop. Then we have a question. Question is, whenever we ask questions, we used to, instead of the full stop, we used to put the question mark, right? So for example, where is Sarah? What is your name? Who are you? So these questions actually ends with the question mark. Next, we have the comma. So comma is used to separate three or more words. I like cooking, comma, cats and kids. In the previous example, you have this I like cooking, cats and kids, right? If I say I like cooking, cats and kids, so how does it sound? There is no meaning, right? If I say I like cooking, cats and kids, that means I love to cook. Along with cooking, I also love the cats and also the kids, right? Therefore, the comma, full stop and question mark are very important punctuation marks. Next, let's come to the module 3. So module 3 has synonyms. So what are synonyms? Synonyms are words that have the same or almost the same meaning. For example, happy, joyful, cheerful. Even joyful also means happy, cheerful also means happy, right? These three are almost have the same meaning. The next is big, huge and large. Big, huge and large, they actually means the same thing, right? Their meaning are almost the same. Now let's move towards the different apples that I have given there on the screen. Mad, the number one is mad and angry. Mad means also angry and angry means mad. So both are similar words. They have almost the same meaning. I am mad at you, I am angry at you, right? So these have almost the same meanings. Draw and sketch, even they also have the same meaning. Scared and afraid, also the frightened, the word frightened. So these are some words, these are called synonyms. Scared, afraid, frightened, right? Then we have fast and quick. They also have the same meaning. Please please walk fast or please walk quickly. So they have the same meaning, right? Look and see, right? These are few of the examples that I have given. You will get more and more synonyms. Okay, now let's move towards the plural form. So how we make a singular to the plural? There are certain rules, right? First is we make plural by adding s. Boy, boys, house, houses, ball, balls. Only by adding s at the end we make it a plural. And there are some plurals where the word ends with x, o, s, e, x, o, s, double s, sh or ch. Then in these in these words where the end of the alphabet x ends with x, o, s, e, double s, sh, ch, whenever we have to convert it to plural, what do? We used to add es. In the plural form, we are going to use es at the end so that the singular will become plural. For example, fox. So the x is there at the end, so we will write it as foxes. So it will become the plural foxes. In a similar way, potato becomes potatoes, gas become gases. Okay, now let's move towards some of the examples. Now if you see here on the left side, there are regular nouns I have given. One car, two cars, one dog, two dogs, one book, two books, one house, two houses, one apple, two apples. It doesn't mean only two apples, it can be more than two. Okay, so plural can be more than two. It can be 1,000, 10,000, lakhs, infinity, but it should be more than one. And the word that ends with s, ch, sh, x or z, we used to add es at the end. One bus, two buses. One match, two matches. One dish, two dishes. One box, two boxes. One quiz, two quizzes. So this is how we convert singular to the plural. Next we will come to the has and have. So we have has and have are what? Action words, or you can say doing words that shows possession or belonging, right? So has and have. When do we use has and have? Singular nouns use has and plural nouns use have. Now we have the pronoun he, she and it. He, she and it. These are singular nouns. Therefore, he, she and it, we will be using the has. But with the I, we, you, they. Now if you see here, we and they are plural. But what about I and you? So we and they, though they are plural, we use have, right? But along with the we and they, we also use have with the singular I and you. Not any other singular, only with the singular I and you we use have. Always remember it. For example, in the above, we can see I have a pet dog, because I is there and I is a singular, though it is a singular, but we will be using have. So I have a pet dog. The elephant has a long trunk and she has a funny face. Next, we have do and does. So does and do shows actions, and also it asks questions, right? Yes or no questions. So we use does with the pronouns he, she, it and singular nouns. So does we use with singular nouns, and do we use with plural nouns. In the similar way like has and have, here also does we use with the singular nouns like pronouns like he, she, it. And if you see I, we, you, they, here also we and they are plural, but along with the we and they, we also use do with the, though it is used with the plural nouns, but we use I and you also. We use do with the I and you also. Now let us read out the examples here. Does Amy play with his puppy? He does some work in their house. Does it sleep all the time? Do you know how to play the guitar? They do their work together. Do I look funny in this dress? So these are few examples. Now the last is the stretch sentence. It is I have already given an example in my video, in the class content video, how to stretch a sentence, right? I have given you an example of a cat. Now here different words together give a sentence, which we already know that when we put words together it becomes a sentence. Now we can make, how can we make a sentence bigger? By adding details to it, but by answering the WH questions, the 5 WH questions. What are they? Who, what, when, where, and why. So these questions, when we are able to answer, then all the details are will be added to each of the words and it will become a long sentence. For example, here a strawberry. What kind of strawberry? A red strawberry. Who ate it? I ate a red strawberry, right? Then who bought it? I ate a red strawberry that my mother bought, right? Then from where did she brought? I ate a red strawberry that my mother bought from the market. So here in each and every sentence I am using WH word question, right? So like this you have to stretch all the sentences. Clear? And when you are going to add each and every detail to it, from 2 words, as you can see on the screen, from 2 words it has become into a long sentence. We can convert it to a long sentence by answering the questions, the WH questions. So here we have come to an end of our class. So this is the module I have already finished with the revision. I will be giving you few extra questions in the WhatsApp. You are going to do that on your own and I will be sharing the answers by evening. Okay, so you try to do it on your own, test yourself whether you will be able to attempt all the questions, whether it is correct or not. And in the evening I'm going to, you don't need to submit the answers, you just write it on your copy and try to solve it on your own. And in the evening I'm going to share the answers. You recheck and try to find out whether the answers are correct or not. And for the PT1 exam, please read the lessons thoroughly, the word meanings, question answers, everything, every details of the lesson, and also the modules, the examples. Read the examples as well. So you have to study each and everything very properly. Clear? So have a very good holiday. Clear? Stay home, stay safe and stay healthy, and also prepare for the exam very well. Okay, here I end my class. Thank you.